Thanks, Will. Just moving on swiftly to Simon Denegri, who's going to continue on the same theme of how patients get involved in research and the importance, really, of this partnership between patients and the research bodies.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I really am the last person standing between you and lunch, I promise you. Thank you very much indeed for inviting me to come and speak to you this afternoon now. I think it's been a fantastic, informative, inspiring morning, absolutely brilliant. But then I'm not surprised, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you a little story, and I can really empathize with Julian's remarks about the formidable Rhea and colleagues, because it was 2 years ago as Chief Executive of the Association for Medical Research Charities, where I then was, that Rhea and Narcissus came to see me. In fact, they cornered me at a conference to begin with, and then came to see me. And what struck me, actually, because I had many people coming to see me in those days about starting a patient group or a charity, was not just the determination and the passion, but they actually had a really well worked out plan. And it's unfolding here today and in the last 2 years, and I think that's fantastic. Now, what I'm going to say, and there are going to be some brief comments, because I know you have lunch waiting for you, will hopefully chime quite a lot with what Mike Brace said at the very beginning of the day. I have two roles, and I think they're very relevant to what you are doing in this room as the Birdshot Society. The first is as chair of Involve. Now, you may not have heard of Involve, but Involve is the National Advisory Group for Public Involvement in Research. So our philosophy, and we are part of the National Institute for Health Research, is very much that the public and the patients should be involved in all aspects of research. So devising research strategy, setting research questions, making sure the research methodology fits with patients' lives, making sure that the outcomes are well disseminated. And that's in the belief that actually patient involvement, public involvement, improves the quality of research, and it also improves the relevance of that research to patient lives. And we've heard a lot from some very distinguished people this morning about how they are listening and involving the patients, and I think that's very good. The other aspect, and this picks up on Mike Brace's use of the word participation, is about the actual encouragement of engagement and participation of patients and the public in research. So my other role is as National Director for public participation in research. And we want every patient who comes in contact with the health service to have the access and the opportunity to take part in research and to benefit from it, and by taking part in it, to benefit other people now and in the future. And we have many, many changes happening in the health service. So I think organisations like this are going to be absolutely crucial to ensure that the health service is properly set up to do that, and it's going to be quite a challenge. So I think National Birdshot Day, for me, is a real exemplar of those two agendas, and actually an exemplar, I think, of what the best research charities and patient groups are about, which is bringing researchers, the public, patients, clinicians, and other charities like Uveitis together in a common agenda, and to pursue that in a very focused and very concentrated way. I hope, though, that you will also draw strengths from bodies like Rare Disease UK, from bodies such as the Association of Medical Research Charities. Their voice will be much stronger by your involvement, and hopefully you will draw much strength from being involved with them. I think you've come an incredible journey over the last 2 years. You're now registered as a charity. You have the beginnings of a biobank up and running and a clinical research network, which are going to be absolutely fantastic. But I would go back to what Mike said at the very beginning, which is, of course, being diagnosed with a condition is not a choice, but research enables choices for the public and patients. And so all power to your elbow. And if there's anything that I can do in my roles, both at Involve and at NIHR, to help you going forward, I'd very much hope I can do that. Thank you very much.